Right now, we have the President of the United States who has a right to pardon. But my only fear that I have is that if he pardons people that have been convicted of crimes, war crimes, is he going to send a message that it's okay? Under his watch, you can do whatever you want, because no matter what, so that he can feel like he's being a warrior, he's going to look the other way. Because we've got four groups, there's four different areas where he right now is looking to pardon. One of them is a special operations chief, Navy SEAL, who has been basically shooting unarmed civilians and killing a prisoner with a knife. I'll go into a little bit of detail here shortly. You also have Blackwater Security contractor, which was a civilian that come over there, worked for Blackwater, that has been found guilty of shooting dozens of unarmed Iraqi civilians. You have another Green Beret major who is accused of killing an unarmed Afghanistan man. And then you have obviously also the group of Marine snipers charged with urinating on the corpses of the dead. Now, I will tell you that, I'm not sitting here, casting judgment on these folks. But I do want to say that, the Special Operations Navy SEAL, he was actually reported on by his fellow Navy SEALs, who basically, and once again, I'm not here saying he's guilty or he's innocent. He's going to get his day in court, and but right now Donald Trump is planning on possibly pardoning him before that even comes to play. So in that case, that means if he is guilty of these things and Donald Trump says you're pardoned, what message is Donald Trump sending here? Because let's just say if he is guilty of stabbing a defenseless teenage boy to death. Now, the teenage boy was considered to be a bomb maker for the Taliban. But once again, when an enemy combatant is wounded and they no longer have the ability to fight, it's our responsibility to do everything in our power to provide that enemy combatant with medical attention. We would want the same for anybody who has a son or a daughter in combat. I believe that you too would want the same if something was to happen to your son or your daughter, that somebody would show compassion to help keep them alive. Allowing absolute criminal actions that are absolutely against the Geneva Convention to take place and get by with it, this will place every single soldier, sailor, airman, and Marine that is in combat in a deeper pit of danger. Will cause them hazard. So this isn't about being patriotic. I know we've got people on here talking your Trump 2020. I'm no fan of Donald Trump, and I don't care to say it. But I do believe that even if you support Donald Trump, you absolutely should still know that this could hurt our troops in combat. And therefore, regardless if you support him or not, these just blindly throwing pardons without first letting everything go through the courts and letting everything come out. And if they are found guilty, they need to face the consequences of being found guilty versus getting a pardon because Donald Trump thinks that will make him look like he's more patriotic. Because as a fact, once again, he will be placing the lives of our soldiers, sailors, airmen, and Marines in jeopardy. Sappers clear the way, airborne all the way.